Does your opinion of yourself outweigh the opinions of others? Have you been limiting your life right now because you don't want to do certain things because you know the opinions of others is going to come? This way of living is not living. This is almost like being in prison, and the bars are the opinions of others. Think about this for a second. You are in a prison, and the bars of the prison is the opinions of others. You are 20 years old, you are in your 30s, you are in your 40s. And frankly, this goes until you are 90, 100, 70, 80, 90 years old and still worried about the opinions of others. You know, when you see older individuals and you see how they talk, they just don't care about what people think. They just say what they want to say. And sometimes it comes off crass, sometimes it comes off ruthless. But they've come now to a stage of where they are not going to let the opinions of others keep them in prison. Now, I'm not saying that you need to, this is the last thing I'm saying is for you to negate people's opinions of you and not take feedback, not take constructive criticism. Because if you're doing some foolish nonsense, that's a different story. I'm really talking about you that have a goal. You that have a goal right now. You wanna do something, but it's against the norm. Like maybe you don't want to go to college. Maybe you want to start a business and it's against the norm. You know? What is it that you are not wanting to do right now? What is that thing? What is that very thing that you are afraid of what other people's going to say about? That very thing, if it's not against the law, if you're not hurting anyone, if you're not, it's not something illegal, I want you to do it. Why? You see, if you don't do it, that is going to be that's going to be a representation of how for the rest of your life you are living in fear of other people's opinions. So, for example, um, my dad's a pastor, right? Growing up in a pastor's household, we don't do certain things. You know what I mean? So we got to make sure that, why? Because we believe in God. We gotta, you know what time it is in the pastor's household. Pastor's kids, you know what I'm talking about. Or if even if you grew up in the church, you know what I'm talking about right now. However, I think it was last month or a couple of weeks ago, I was in Toronto, and my cousin and I, we said, you know what, when we would chill together, we're gonna grab a couple of cigars, right? We're gonna smoke. We're just gonna chill. Now, I normally don't smoke cigars on a regular. It's usually special occasions. Boom, we did it. And we're in the pool, right? And my phone was on the side of the pool, and I told my cousin's wife to record. She recorded us with smoking cigars in the pool, like gangsters right there, just enjoying ourselves, chilling, bonding, having a good time. Time to remember. And she recorded it. I got it on my phone, and then I decided I'm going to post it. But before I posted the video, I second guessed myself. I was like, oh, what are people gonna say? Me smoking a cigar, you know? What's people gonna say? Am I gonna represent the family in the right way? Am I gonna represent myself in the right way? What are people gonna think that looked up to me for a long time? And it's a cigar. It's a cigar, right? But that went through my mind. And I decided, no, this is me. I want people to know all sides of me. And I posted it. And it was a simple act, but it was so freeing because the fact that people now can see every side of me, it, or at least most sides of me that I want to portray, is freeing because now I'm not hiding anything. You know what I mean? And that was essentially that was essentially a moment for me that was like, nah, you know what? This was a taste of freedom. And I want to encourage you, whether it is as small as a cigar, whether it is as big as your dreams, let's not allow people's opinions to keep us in prison. It's your life. You'll suffer the consequences for every action you do. Of course, like I say, if it's not illegal, it's not hurting anyone. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Like we say, we're not here just to survive, but we are here to thrive. And thriving is coming out of that self built prison that we have in our minds of other people's opinions. Until next time, peace.